Maths, mathematics. I have been studying mathematics for about 15 years right now, and I still don't understand what mathematics even mean. Hi friends, I'm Sandeep Singh, and in this video I'm going to be talking about some tips to help you get better in maths. So let's get started. Now I got an A star in further maths and in math for A levels, so I'm going to talk about how I actually got that A star in further maths and maths. Now my first tip about doing well in maths is just to practice a lot of questions. Math is all about practice. And like when I actually did my further math, there was a ton of homework which I actually had. I think I had about 4 classes of maths in a week in college when I was doing A levels, and like every single class I would have homework, but like I wouldn't say it was like a ton of homework, but it was an average amount for every single class. I think that homework could be done either in one day or like in 2 days. But like since there was really a lot of homework that my teacher actually gave, she didn't actually mark all of the homework. She literally just like gave us the homework and like told us to like do it, and we were expected to do it, and that's all. But please, when your teacher gives you like maths homework, you should do it, because honestly maths is just all about practice, and the homework is just gonna make you better. And like I actually did like all of the homework that like my teacher actually gave. And like let's say if you have like homework but you don't actually understand how to do it, you try and break down that homework. And like maybe it's like for integration by parts, so for integration by parts there's still like a bit of differentiation which is needed to be done. So to do that kind of integration, you need to also understand how to do differentiation, and like if you don't understand differentiation, you won't be able to do like integration by parts. So make sure like you know your fundamental concepts before like advancing through the difficult concepts of maths. But like if like you can't find like a fundamental like concept of that topic, or you just like don't know how to do that topic at all, then just ask your teacher or like ask your friends, because like your teacher are there to help you. When I was about to do like my AS exams for like maths, I had like this line of questions from like just past papers which I've done, and like I'm not really sure how to do it. Like I used to like note down like all the questions which I'm not really sure, and like once a week I would just like go to my teacher and like ask all that questions, and then she would like answer it to me, and then like I'll understand it. Because like honestly, if you're just like stuck at a question and you've been like stuck at it for hours, just go and ask your teacher or like ask your friends. They're there to help you. So like maybe just like take note of all the questions which you are not sure, and like just ask your teacher at one go. And there's this quote: "The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life." And I think that quote is from Confucius. And like sometimes when there are like lessons and like the teacher would teach, but like I wouldn't really understand, because like sometimes the teacher would just like teach like very fast, so like I wouldn't really understand everything which is going on. When I do like those practice like questions and like those examples, then only like I would understand what is actually going on. And like by just doing those questions, then like I would also like understand what actually occurred in those lectures. Like that's what I like about maths. Like I can just be doing like practice questions, and like if I actually understand those practice questions, that means I can also say that I understood the lecture. And like when I actually did my A levels for maths, I was like able to do like all those questions because like I kind of enjoyed maths. I can't say that for all my subjects during A levels, and I can't also say it for the maths I'm learning now in university. But like during A levels and GCSEs, kind of like enjoyed maths. I think this is because I kind of treated it like a game. Like for example, when I see like a question, and then like when I don't really know how to like do that question, then I would just like spend a bit of time like thinking of like what technique should I use to actually like go inside that question. And like if I don't get the answer, then like I'll think of another technique and do it again. And like I'll think of different techniques until I get an answer. Or like if I don't get the answer, that is fine, I can just ask my teacher. Like the thing I like about maths is that there are many different ways you can actually use to like solve a problem, but there'll always just be like one correct solution for like that question. And like just like a game where like you know where's the end point in the game, but it's just like the techniques you have to use to get to the end point. You have to be like a bit creative in thinking about your technique to get like from one place to the next. And like when you're doing your A levels and your GCSEs, you have to remember there's like a lot of online calculators to actually like help you. Like there are some like integration calculators and like differentiation calculators. There's like calculators to find like determinant, and like there's honestly a lot. And then there's also like Wolfram and like Symbolab. So like honestly, if you're like having trouble with a topic, just use those calculators, and like they also have like step-by-step solutions, so you can learn from the step-by-step solutions. And then like when you learn from them, try and do another question and like see if you can get it, because maths is just all about practice. But try not to just read off the solution, because you might just like read off the solutions and like think you understand, because that is thing called passive review. So it's honestly just like better, like after you have read the solutions, try and do another question, like see if you can get it or not. And also when your exam actually like comes, you have to relax during your exam. I had a story where I talked about how my exams were and all that in other videos, so if you want you can check that out. But honestly, you have to relax. Like there were so many times where I could like just be shocked during an exam. But you honestly just have to like breathe, and like if you can't do a question, go to another question and like come back at it at a later time. And like honestly, when you're sitting for exams, just try your best. And what I mean by best is that I don't want you to like stress too much on it, and like I don't want it to like take a toll on your mental health, but instead just like do enough work which you think it's like just enough, and like don't worry about it too much, because exams are literally just temporary, but your mental health is with you forever. So don't worry too much during your exams, and remember that like have fun during like your college or like your school time. Don't stress too much during like your college and school time, and remember like all will be well in the end. Alright, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.